So when I was young, when I was a kid, I was ugly. Actually, I wasn't ugly, but I felt ugly. I felt ugly outside, and I felt ugly inside. I grew up poor. I grew up in a low-income housing with not a lot of money for cool clothes, cool gadgets, and toys. I guess you could say I kind of made up for that now. I'm actually buying lots of cool stuff. But all in all, I had amazing parents. Parents that did everything in the world for myself and my sister. My dad bought me guitars growing up. Music really grounded me. It was one of the best things I ever had. Oh yeah, back to the ugliest thing about myself. You know, is I had crooked teeth. I was afraid to smile. I was afraid to show people my smile because I would get teased. My clothes, my clothes were cheap clothes, hand-me-downs from my sister, on stuff from the St. Vincent de Paul from neighborhood services. Here's who I wanted to be. Yeah, Michael Jackson. I did my best to imitate him. I would dance like him. I would dress like him. I would show up to school with a glove, with a jacket. So besides being bucktooth, crooked smile, freckle face, geeky kid, I also thought I was Michael Jackson. Yeah, kids, they had an issue with that. Another thing is I had a speech problem. I could barely speak. I got bugged all the time for the way I spoke. I got bullied all the time. Kids, groups of kids, a lot of kids, they would bug me just because of the way I spoke. The only kids that I felt comfortable with were the new kids in Canada. Kids just like me who spoke poor English, looked different, and oftentimes were poor just like me. So growing up, I had a chip on my shoulder. Some people might say a little bit of an attitude. In high school, it kind of changed for me. I made some close friends, had a group of friends that were really good to me. I owe them a lot. I owe them lots of love. But at the same time, I got in lots of fights. I got kicked out of pretty well every school I ever went to. In high school, mostly I got kicked out because of my bad attitude. Throughout years, I began working. You know what I did? I joined my union. They were the good ones. They were the ones that stuck up against bullies. I wanted to help. They helped. They educated me. They gave me opportunities to learn and help others. I got a phone call. It was on the weekend. I was jamming at my friend's basement. It was a member calling me. He got my name from somebody that said that I'd be a good person to talk to. I spoke to him. I asked him, "What's up?" He told me he felt like he's been getting in a lot of trouble at work lately. He told me that he started drinking again. He told me he was being picked on. He told me his supervisor was harassing him. He was afraid. He was afraid of losing his job. He was afraid that now he started drinking again, that he might lose his family. He was down. He felt really down. He was worried about losing his family. He was worried about losing his job. I felt by talking to him that I can make a difference. I talked to him for at least a half an hour. I told him the things that I was trained to tell him. I talked to him like a friend would talk to a friend. I asked him the tough questions. I was worried that he might hurt himself. I asked him those questions. He assured me he wasn't. I told him stick in there till Monday. Monday we'll be able to work out everything. Monday came, he took his life. He took his life. That's something that I can't change and he can't change. I can't help him now, but I feel like I can help a lot of other people. That's why August is Stop Workplace Bullying Month, and it's something that my local and I believe in strongly, and I think everybody can get together and make a difference by educating people on harassment and bullying and mental illness. Please join me.